The #1 goal of all my college friends, from the day we started college to the day we graduated 4 years later, was to get me to take one hit of one blunt. This is very important. This is not ha 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 fun. This is massively disruptive. Sometimes people hit me up, they're like, Gary, how do you run the businesses when you're traveling so much? It's called the phone. I don't know if you guys heard. VaynerMedia was the company behind the Dwayne Wade Budweiser commercial.
Which is absolutely amazing.
Like that's what we try to do. Like do something that everybody knows what that is. Prosperity is usually the indicator to turmoil. Too many people are fucking lazy because they want it too fast. So you need to figure out something you actually like, so you put in the hours, because nothing great comes easy. You got your perspective. I just want to be happy. Don't you want to be happy? My preference, and I think what brings more value, is less keynote, more Q&A. Okay. But if you guys like more keynote, less Q&A,
I think they need your energy to start.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So we'll go an hour, and then we'll go.
Red Bull, these guys.
I got it.
You promised me that you're gonna swear on stage tonight or today.
I always plan on it because it's my normal way of speaking on stage. Now, if right before I get on, they're like, "Hey, we got to conserve the crew. We prefer you not to." I'm always respectful of the home that I'm entering.
So I'm a very coarse person.
Yes.
Usually the first word out of my mouth every morning is some flavor shade of F.
Yes.
These guys are a little more conservative.
Yes.
I thought I'd tell you that you can use it once.
Fair.
And
I'll be very strategic.
Oh, thanks. And you're just going to walk out there and say, hey, everybody, how the fuck are you?
Before I spoke, I was 34 years old when I really started speaking. And in real life, I didn't curse all that much. And then I started doing these talks and my mom started watching. She's like, what do you, and she was fine. My mom curses too. But at some point she pegged it. She's like, she called me one day and she's like, do you think listening to Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and all that stuff when you were a kid is why you do that? And now when I look at my keynotes, I'm like, oh my God, I'm really doing a set up there.
Doesn't have a job yet, and he's stressing
and
all that stuff. So I don't know if you could send him on my video.
Yeah, well, here, let me.
John.
John.
Yep.
You got it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
John, what up, man? It's Garyvee. Listen, when you're 23, society's trying to tell you you have to figure it out, but I got big news for you. No 23-year-old had it figured the fuck out either. You got lots of time. I think the next 7 years is a good time to go high risk, high reward. Just live humble. The only reason kids get caught is you want to buy dumb shit to impress other people. If you don't buy dumb shit, then you can do anything. Go taste things. Go figure out what you like to do, because the level of hard work it takes to actually be successful is a lot easier when you actually like something. And the reality is, too many people are fucking lazy because they want it too fast. So you need to figure out something you actually like, so you put in the hours, because nothing great comes easy.
Yay!
Amen.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You want a handheld?
I do.
Sure, no problem at all. I like that. Okay. Nick.
Jerry, we're getting ready for this keynote at the Financial Brand Forum.
Him at the end of his,
just need to see the official name. Banks, credit unions, space I'm super comfortable with. And super excited to just kind of speak my truth, give a keynote. Just had a breakfast. I think there's some great clips from there. There's 2 or 3 real good ones. I'm not sure if you caught them. I don't come out the beginning. But yeah, feeling sharp.
Okay.
Yep.
So what happened to this microphone while you're on stage?
Yep.
I'm going to go out there.
Okay.
Well,
We're going to stand up here, get ready. The narrative here is life's hard, things suck, people are fucking off. Outside disruptors are innovating faster than you, banking's backwards, you gotta fix some shit.
See ya. If you do any, as a matter of fact, leave now. Leave the conference, leave my talk, go back to the office and stop any cent spent on banner ads on websites. It is a literal joke. As much as I hate television commercials, because watch this, not 16-year-old crowd. You ready? Watch this. By show of hands, how many people here now mainly watch, when they watch television, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, or HBO, or when it's on video on demand and you fast forward commercials? Raise your hands, Netflix, raise them high. Please, keep them up. I want everybody in the front in these fancy couches to look back. Look at this. Keep them up for a second. Can we all agree that the majority of people in this audience aren't 14-year-old teenage girls? This audience, almost 95% of you don't even have a chance of seeing a commercial. Forget about if you consumed it and got inspired to do business. 95% of this older crowd is not even got a prayer of seeing an actual television commercial. $6 billion spent to make you buy things in America on television commercials. If you're a national bank, instead of spending $50 million on television commercials that nobody sees, I'd rather go give a big time production company $10 million to be the sponsor of a new show on Netflix called ATM, where the whole show transpires around ATMs, and it is literally your company, like actually, not a made up bank. The Ed Sullivan Show was funded and created by the Lincoln Town Car Company. People forget that history. Television started with brands funding it. Commercials came later. I believe now that commercials are gonna be disappearing because we're watching streaming. I do believe that Netflix and Hulu and Amazon will test commercials. My intuition is if they're smart, they're gonna do product integration. And I think, look, let me give you another one. I've always thought that like a big car company with like the trucks should do a show called The Tailgate, where the whole show, again, is at a tailgate. And it's your truck is the family's truck, Toyota, Ford, and like, that works.
It's interesting because watching the Masters yesterday, how mature the whole brand placement and lack of advertising becomes. It's amazing what can be done.
Or the new world we live in. On Twitter, the #1 thing that people were talking about was Tiger chewing gum. And so we have a gum client. So I called them, this is Sunday now, you gotta move fast. I'm like, hey, dude, you know, like there's, I don't know if you guys saw at one of the award show, the Fiji water girl, right? The woman, I think they call it, you know, like that's more away, like guys, nobody watches commercials. Nobody goes through direct mail carefully. Nobody's going to page 37 of a magazine looking at the ad carefully. Like, the world has changed, I'm sorry. Farming used to be our #1 industry. Things happen. Like Sears was #1. Walter Cronkite was, you know, America's dad. Like, things change. I'm sorry, things change. Things have changed. When you look at the sheer on-premise volume spikes, because for Budweiser on the D Wade spot, it's staggering. And the actual consumption of that video in comparison to what we can get on TVC or Billboard is incredible. If you think about, if we all just sat here and dreamed a little dream of the capability of this brand making 2 and 3 minute videos, right? Multiple ones for different segmentations with different cultural relevances. Like, again, you know, there's this is not an easy challenge by marketing standards, and it's at a time where I want to prove something to. The reason we raised our hand is this brand, more than any brand I've come across in a while, has the most permission. Both, again, for 63-year-old women in Ohio and for the culture. And I think that's remarkable and a testament to the work that's been done. Now it just needs a different execution model. I just don't believe the traditional partners you work with a TVC down model can pull it off. I really don't. I'll be honest with you, like you're gonna add to that, but I'll be honest with you, I'm willing to do that for every goddamn piece of content. That's how much I believe it's smart. And then everybody gives like 4 or 5 different titles. We got like 20 minutes to give titles, and then we run $15, $25, you'll figure that out. And then we have results. It could be like a whole game for everybody, like try to beat Gary. Yes, I sure do. As a matter of fact, what I'm most excited about now is now that, like, I want you to like basically make a video right now and put it into there, like, hey, just talk to Gary, new rule. Here's literally how we're gonna do it. Gary's going to thumb up a video. Gary's gonna write a title, right, from a video, and then that basically opens up 20 minutes for anybody else to write titles. and then we're gonna run them. Like, and by the way, for me, I'm probably gonna come up with 2 or 3. I think what you need to get back to me on, like, by the way, this is how we do it now. This is done, because this is awesome. It's volume model, it's marketing for the sake of marketing. We're gonna put out 75, I don't know how low can you go with the ads to give us a read, in your opinion? Like 15 bucks, 10 bucks? All right, so let's go 15 times 5. That's our rule. We call it the $75 rule. Yep, 5 titles. And then I think what we have to do is decide how many we're gonna go against my fans versus people that have touched my content that are not my fans. Like, you know, like that's the next question. But to me, that's the fucking framework. 5 fucking titles, then $5 each against my fans, non-fans that like entrepreneurship, and $5 against people who touched my content but have not followed me. Look at the quant and qual, pick, go. That's right. More taking advantage of, every time we've taken advantage of more technology and not just my intuition, we've grown. And so I need to be fed I'm not against it. I have no ego, or I live my own truth. If I never write another headline for myself, then I wasn't good enough. Cool, see ya. Yeah, it was. And let me tell you guys, we just followed it. We're gonna show this whole clip. The reason it's a line, and now like I'm getting out of my meeting, is this is why managers lose and bosses lose. They wanna be right instead of finding right. I wanna find right, even if it's at the expense of my own confidence. Mainly because I love merit. Like, I wanna high five you, Caleb, if you keep coming up with the headlines that most over-index on Facebook and Instagram. That's awesome. I'd rather win by impacting people and being successful and building brand than be like living in a cocoon of thinking I'm winning. Actually winning versus thinking you're winning is the big delta between managers and CEOs and founders and bosses on being successful versus really being successful. And I'm out here trying to be really successful. Not even really successful, and definitely not successful. You understand? It's fun content.
Yeah.
Cam, what up? It's Garyvee. Listen, brother, you get one at bat at this, so you have to pull from opposite directions. One, you're so young right now, there's an inherent need of like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I need to accomplish something, and obviously being an athlete, you always have that like success feedback loop. You need to do a couple things. One, you need to be grateful for the at-bat to begin with, but 2, do not put disproportionate amount of pressure to figure it out. Like, it's stunning how many people don't figure their shit out until 30, 50, 70, 90, like, calm it down a little bit, but have ambition without too much judgment on yourself and take advantage. And it's a big point. You're not in a life cycle where you've got, you know, roof over your head, kids, all that stuff. Take advantage of this next decade to become self-aware of what actually makes you happy, not what you think makes you happy or what you think makes the people that you care about around you happy. All right, where are we going?
We're going right to the right here.
The last selfie I did from your angle, like the one I did for the other person,
I got
that
it.
is a great piece of
moment.
content. Like just the
100%. So my plan is I'm going to find where you're at. I'm going to go locate your bag, put it in the Verona room that we were just in.
All right, Scott Nancy.
How are
Welcome
you,
to
Scott?
Harlem
Such a
Park.
pleasure. I don't think you should do that. There's gonna be so much good content
Cool,
here.
I'll get it later.
No, you should get somebody to go get it.
Absolutely.
Like, let's ask them. How are you? You got it coming? The bag? Thanks, Colleen.
Thank you.
You enjoyed it? Thank you. Hold on 1 second. My bag, you gotta find it. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly, but I will.
Who will know?
Amanda has it. I'm trying to get over.
Can you read this out to Landon? He's a colleague of mine.
Landon?
Landon, yep.
L-A-N-D-O-N?
D-O-N, yep.
How you doing?
Good.
Good, bro.
Great presentation. Loved it.
You enjoyed it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Sitting here at Vegas Airport, just got done with the financial conference, met with some of my team members from our amazing Chase client, did a series of phone calls for Vayner Talent, for VaynerMedia, running the business from the phone. Now waiting to get on this flight to LA, get to LA, see my good friend Michael Kibis, talk a little business, head back to the hotel. Incredible dinner with Juicy J. to chop up some opportunities. You've seen some of the content with me and Juicy about a month ago. We're going to continue to build on that, so that's fun to see transpire. Then get some rest, and then hit it hard tomorrow. We have a 4Ds Daily Digital Deep Dive, our consulting product for a bunch of individuals in the LA office. And then I have a big event at USC where I'll be speaking, which I'm excited about. And a series of 30 to 50 phone calls and emails and decisions made to run the VaynerX, kind of empire in the making, as I like to think about. I think a lot of people are confused on what is actually happening on a day-to-day from the executive. Sometimes people hit me up, they're like, Gary, how do you run the businesses when you're traveling so much? It's called the phone. I don't know if you guys heard, but you can make a lot of decisions. I mean, look, when you're an executive, you're in decision-making mode, right? You're making decisions. So I was on with Jeff Nicholson, our head of media, and Tracer, our ad tech product, and literally made like 7 decisions in 11 minutes walking through the airport just now that a lot of people have a 1.5 hour meeting in a conference room to get done. And Caleb's head is almost falling off his body because I think what makes me tick and what I think people will analyze, can learn from, might be able to take, and really this whole journey has a lot to do with selfishness and selflessness, right? Selfishly, I'm pumped that my great grandkids are watching this right now and trying to figure out how they want to manage their lives, their nonprofits, their businesses. And selfless, I'm so pumped right now that an entrepreneur that's struggling and thinks that she or he have to be in meetings or have to be in the office, you have to make decisions. Whether you make those decisions on a phone, whether you do them through going on the top of a mountain and doing smoke signals and people can understand what you're saying, texts, emojis, phone calls, in-persons, breakfasts, on planes, however you hack making decisions and putting players in a position to succeed, to be successful, and how you surround yourself with great people. I'm not in the office, I'm thinking about HR, how's everybody doing? Claude hits me up about something. Like, you can make the machine work. Alan and I made a bit, we're looking at acquiring something, and I made that decision this morning, brushing my teeth on speakerphone. Like, your job is to make decisions, not sit in a conference room for an hour, wasting 43 minutes to make a decision that could have been made in 17 minutes. Think about that shit. Where were you in Arkansas? In a college or?
Yeah, college. College. Fayetteville. Can't remember the name of the college, but it was crazy.
It was fun?
Oh, played a ball, man. I forget my age when I was on stage. I was jumping around so much. Ran out of breath when I was like, whoa. Let's slow down, man.
And then the beautiful thing is he goes and he shows you how much of a hard worker he is, how tenacity, he is after it. He's FaceTiming with us, tells us to set up a studio session, gets Meg Thee Stallion in the studio, has her doing her thing. Then he comes in from the road, hops in, does a song. This was all like...
You can only do that when you love something.
Yeah, you're right, true.
I mean it.
True.
Last night I flew all the way out here to Vegas, because I was speaking this morning, had to get up at 6, and was literally on eBay for 4 hours buying LeBron rookies. When you love something, you do it.
Yeah, you're right, true.
Right?
Yeah. It's fun, man, it's fun. Even though we might be tired later on, but we
But meanwhile, you asked me to sit in a classroom for 20 minutes in science class, and I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Salute him. What's up, dog?
Yeah, we did.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
What's up, Juice?
What's up, dog?
It's crazy.
Man, good, man.
Sit.
My nigga always been thinking, how you been, man?
Me? No. I've never even tried smoking a cigarette. My mom was on some serious Nancy Reagan shit. I'm being dead serious, man.
Just say no. Just say no.
The #1 goal of all my college friends, from the day we started college to the day we graduated 4 years later, was to get me to take one hit of one blunt. They schemed, they tricked, They used hot girls. They tried to get me drunk. They tried to like move every move. And then it became like a meme in itself, right?
Yeah.
Then I started giving a fuck the other way. Do you remember what? Oh, you'll love this. Actually, you'll love this. I made a one-off song because I had a sneaker with.
That's the one you just played, right?
Yeah, listen.
Oh, it's dope.
And when it was done, it was like two.
Look, we should do verses on that motherfucker. We should put it out. We should put verses.
And when it was done, do you remember this? When it was done, amazing day in LA, P&B Rock, Juicy J, the whole crew, my boy, Caleb in the building, just great collaboration, just positive vibes, people helping people helping people. Always gonna fucking work that way, so just really enjoyed it. Really good day, looking forward to tomorrow.